Israel has opened tenders and begun marketing 1,400 homes in the E1 corridor east of Jerusalem. The first phase of a wedge planned to reach about 3,000 homes that would cut the West Bank in two and isolate East Jerusalem from its Palestinian hinterland. The tenders cover 1,400 units as the initial tranche toward a total build-out reported between about 3,000 and about 3,400 homes. One tranche this week is listed as 1,234 homes, and an earlier mapping noted 2,165 units for Ma'ale Adumim and Adumim. The price of scale is people. The first 1,400 are projected to add about 12,000 residents. The E1 area covers about 12 square kilometers, about 12,000 dunams of area C between Jerusalem and Ma'ale Adumim. It is bordered on the west by French Hill, on the southwest by Abu Dis, on the south by Kedar, on the east by Ma'ale Adumim, and on the north by al-Ahmar. And it contains Bedouin communities including Khan al-Ahmar and Jabal al-Baba. West Bank construction has massively increased since 2022. The Higher Planning Council of the Civil Administration approved the E1 plan in August 2025. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich issued a decree advancing construction, saying the plan would bury the idea of a Palestinian state. And in mid-August 2026, the Lands Authority opened tenders, and Mayor Guy Yifrak launched marketing just weeks before elections scheduled for October 27, 2026. Ma'ale Adumim holds about 37,000 settlers in the verified count, while contemporaneous reporting as marketing begins places the figure at 38,000 to 40,000. Adding 12,000 from the first phase would push the city toward about 50,000, with infrastructure designed to link it directly to Jerusalem as a continuous built-up corridor. The political drivers are concentrated. Benjamin Netanyahu leads the government driving the acceleration. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich advanced the decree, and the bury the state framing, Foreign Secretary Ed Miliband is leading the British pushback. Ambassador Mike Huckabee articulates Washington's non-intervention, and analyst Philip Toll connects the surge since 2022 to the pre-election timetable. Condemnation was immediate and layered. On August 20, 7 Western states, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, and Canada, called publication of tenders unacceptable and urged immediate retraction, stating settlements are illegal under international law reaffirmed by the Security Council and warning businesses that bidding risks serious breaches. On August 21st, the foreign ministers of Turkey, Egypt, Indonesia, Jordan, Pakistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates condemned the expansion as a dangerous escalation and annexation, demanding a halt and rescission and saying it would scuttle contiguous sovereignty among Bethlehem, East Jerusalem, and Ramallah. The consequence cited across assessments is loss of contiguity. Building an E1 would cut north-south movement between Ramallah and Bethlehem, separate East Jerusalem from its hinterland, and prevent a contiguous territory linking East Jerusalem, Ramallah, and Bethlehem to the Jordan Valley. The United Nations Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights describes E1 as grave and unlawful. Analyses from the Jerusalem Center for Public Affairs and Arab Center, D.C. note a planned Palestinian bypass Fabric of Life road, but assess the core severance remains. Ancillary infrastructure is advancing in parallel. Route 437, the Eastern Ring Road, whose first section opened after construction restarted in January 2019, and the so-called Sovereignty Road bypass for El Azariya and Az Gayem near Al Azariya and Arab al-Jahalan, for which about 3,000 donums were confiscated via military seizure orders and designated as a security road, bypassing Higher Planning Council review. That road building traces a longer hold finally breaking. A 2002 master plan signed by Defense Minister Benjamin Ben Eliezer was deferred for decades under repeated United States opposition since the 1990s. What happens next is constrained and contested. The United Kingdom under Ed Miliband condemned the tender, demanded withdrawal, summoned the Israeli charge d'affaires, and threatened sanctions on individuals involved in West Bank expansion. European Union economic sanctions linked to a 1990s trade deal have been discussed but appear unlikely, while other reporting describes conditional cross-industry measures on commerce, academia, and security, including labeling of Israeli products and halting collaborations if construction actually begins. No official European Commission or Council decision has been published. One widely cited report returned a 404 error, and details remain based on unnamed diplomats. In Israel, a petition by human rights groups and Palestinian communities before the Jerusalem District Court seeking an interim injunction to freeze the first tender, arguing lack of prior notice and a material change since prior denials, was pending as of August 22nd, with no ruling reported, and eviction orders have been issued to Bedouin communities in the E1 zone. Washington's posture shapes the balance. Ambassador Mike Huckabee said the United States does not oppose the E1 expansion and does not view it as a violation of international law, with decisions resting solely with the Israeli government, and suggested the Trump administration could consider allowing annexation of the West Bank, described as a non-intervention rather than a formal legal ruling. That contrasts with prior administrations that warned such projects would harm the two-state solution, and with the International Court of Justice advisory opinion in July 2024, affirming that settlement expansion, land confiscation, and movement restrictions violate occupation law, a position Israel disputes. For Palestinians in El Azaria, Abu Dis, Sawara, and the Jahalin encampments, the addition of thousands of homes on the E1 ridge would transform daily movement, land access, and planning, expanding Ma'ale Adumim from satellite city into part of a continuous Jerusalem metropolis, the physical fact that would make a contiguous Palestinian state unworkable. Like and follow for more stories that matter.